Yo, what's going on, guys? It is JD here, back with another episode of the No Money Spent Road to Glory, on for another week of hopefully a lot of good things on the account. If you missed any of the 4 uploads from the weekend, be sure to check those out on the channel. You guys are loving the double uploads at the weekend, so I'm of course going to continue to bring those to you guys. But today we've got a lot of heat checks to talk about. Again, as you can see, I'm down at 35,000 MT. Like, it's all gone. But we will talk about that in a sec. We've also got a lot of comments from yesterday to go through, and then we've also got this limited time event, to talk about. And we've got the Amethyst Evo, Vinnie Johnson. There we go, that's his name. Yep, we're going to be doing him today as well. So quite a lot to do. But first things first, you can see the Myteam Unlimited 250k tournament says thanks for playing, which is ironic obviously because I didn't play, so you know, thanks 2k. But they did actually put out a tweet tonight that Myteam Twitter account for the first time in ages actually acknowledged something that went wrong. But they didn't say anything about, you know, redoing the tournament or giving the people a chance that didn't actually get to play in it. They just said they're going to look into it for next time. So chances are absolutely nothing will happen, and chances are the same thing will happen again next time. Oh, actually, that's different now. So it does say only 9 more wins needed to qualify. So maybe they have actually updated it, so it does have a little bit of a countdown now. But even still, it's so bad for the people that could have played or that were going to play, that were qualified but obviously didn't get in. And of course, they're not going to get a chance now, which is just absolutely ridiculous. So robbing someone at 250k, like a chance to get signed, like it's so bad. And yeah, the only acknowledgement we're going to get is, yeah, we'll take a look into it. So yeah, pretty poor from 2k, but to be expected. But anyway, let's move on to more positive things. So weekly agenda, or the daily agenda challenges for today: win a domination game by 5 points using 3 Hawks players. So I'll definitely do this one before tomorrow, so that'll give us a bonus 500 MT. We'll win a domination game using 5 magic heat check players. And again, this is why I'm stockpiling heat check players, because 750 MT for a daily objective. Again, though, it just makes me wonder, why is this one a weekly and this one is a daily? Like, that makes absolutely no sense. Why they'd be exactly the same? If this can be a daily, then it shouldn't be a weekly. Like, there should be more tougher challenges here. So, again, that doesn't make any sense to me. And then we've got a nets thing here. Win by 3 points using 2 nets players for 300 MT. So, pretty nice and easy on that one. Now, the limited time event is Triple Threat offline today. And it is one of the best Triple Threat events you could hope for. So 1 free token after every single player triple threat win. That is fantastic. Now you can get through, I want to say, about 10 games an hour, you know, averaging about 5 minutes a game, and then obviously leaving some time in the menus and stuff. So in those 2-hour slots, you can be getting through 20 games, which of course means 20 tokens. So you can get 20 tokens for a 2-hour session of triple threat offline, and that of course would propel me up to 255 wins. So I'd get an extra 750, I'd get a new pack, and I'd get another 15 tokens here. And I'd hope in those 20 games that the vault would open a couple of times. So you'd probably be getting another 1 or 2 tokens from the vault as well, maybe 1,000 MT along the way as well. So that is a really, really good event. So I'm recording this at 7:30 my time, so I will be playing between the 8 PM and 10 PM slot. I'll be trying to get through 20 games. I'm hoping to play at least 15, and I will talk about my strategy that I've got going into those 20 games of Triple Threat offline. But yeah, that is going to be really nice. So hopefully tomorrow we'll log into the account and you'll be seeing me with over 650 tokens. That'd be really, really nice. So yeah, I did play a few more games yesterday, which did get me up to this 235 mark. And yeah, so we're getting there. We are, 65 wins away from Jamal Crawford, who I really want to get. So many of you guys have said how good he is, and I want to put that to the test. But anyway, moving on. Sadly, again, no new moments challenges. Another week passes, and another week that this doesn't get updated. It's really, really bad, and it's really sad. And I knew that those first few days we got absolutely spoilt. They dropped 2 and 3, like every day consecutively for about 5 days maybe. And I knew it was too good to be true. I knew they wouldn't be able to keep that pace up. And it's almost like they did it just to hook people, get people interested in playing. And then when they see those initial sales, they've just left it and they've just done absolutely nothing with it. So it's such a shame. Even if we just got, like, I don't know how many would be acceptable. 1 a day would be brilliant. 1 every other day, I guess I'd take that at the moment, because at the moment we don't even have a schedule. We don't know when they're coming. And yeah, we've already waited like probably 2 weeks for these to update. And it doesn't look like it's going to be happening anytime soon, because of course they've now got this tournament thing that they need to sort out, and who knows how long that is going to take. into Domination, and we are onto the Central Division now, and we only need 2 more games, or we need 2 more wins to get those 66 stars there, and I believe hiding behind that locked symbol is 10,000 MT, so we're going to getting a bonus 10k on our second win. When I play this, when I play 2 more games, we'll get a bonus 10k, which is really nice, and that puts us 2/3 of the way to completing it and getting the Pink Diamond Sean Kemp and getting an absolute bucket load of tokens. I'm talking, it's going to put us close to 1,000, I reckon, because obviously we're going to be making all these from Triple Threat offline as well, so yeah, we're going to be getting quite a lot. Right, moving on, no packs to open today. Right, on to the auction house. So, as you can see, we've been outbid on a couple of players. We've got Cuttino Mobley there, who we will talk about in a second. But look at this, I've outbid on another one. Let's get rid of him. I want to see green everywhere. I want to see me winning them all. So, heat check players. I'm doing the same as what I've done in the last 2 days, and that is bidding 2,250 or 2,300 on all players that I can see up. So this is go back to about 50 minutes. So every card up for the next hour or so, or just under an hour, I've pretty much got a bid on if they are at this price. And that has put me at 908 cards collected now. And you can see here, we've actually got a decent amount from every card. We've got none from the Hornets, so they must be really expensive. We've got 10 from the Rockets, which shows they are pretty nice and cheap. And then in terms of the clubs we actually need, for the weekly objectives, we need 1 more from the Pistons. But we need like 4 more from the Thunder. But I managed to get this Andre Roberson, and of course I paid 2,200 for him. He sells for like 4k. So on a lot of these players, I could sell them off and make a big profit. But I'm going to keep hold of them because I think, as we've seen with a daily objective that's rewarding 750 MT, if I have a little bit of a stack from each club, it's really going to be beneficial. The daily one today is the Magic, so I need 2 more players from here, but I don't think I'll be getting 2 of them before the day is over. But like the Bucks, we've got 9 of these guys as well. I think they're never going to get cheaper. I think it's really good investment tactic as well, because I think only throughout the year they're going to get more expensive. And at the moment, I don't really need to have MT. Like, we're going to get a lot more MT when we sell off Evo players, so we're going to be making MT. Obviously, I don't need to buy players because we have this team anyway, and we use this team, which is fantastic. And any player we do want to buy, we can get for like 10 or so K. So yeah, I really don't mind doing it. The Amethyst, we're not going to buy yet, so we don't need the MT for that. So I think investing in these guys, and of course using them in challenges, is a really smart thing to do. So I'm really happy with the progress that I've been making. And it has cost me a lot of MT. Obviously, we're down at 44k now, so the majority of our MT has been wiped out. But we are sailing on up through these collector level rewards. Now, I did have a comment yesterday from Robert Dupree. I hope I said your name correctly. And he says, I have the same amount of cards collected as you, but none of the current players' playbooks and jerseys are way cheaper to get your collector level up. Now, I totally agree. So, obviously, there are hundreds and hundreds of jerseys here that can be collected for a reasonable price. They come down here, you've also got the coaches, arenas, playbooks, and logos, which all, of course, contribute towards your collector level, and the balls as well. So, if we come over to franchise, let's have a look at the jersey. So, I imagine the cheapest one will probably be about 450 maybe. Maybe 500. Let's take a look. There you go. So 500 you can pick up home jerseys, and away jerseys last year were a bit more expensive, but again, you can pick them up for about 500. So yes, for the collector level, jerseys are way more efficient. Same with arenas. I imagine there's a couple there. Playbooks will be more expensive, I imagine. They're not actually, so there you go. You can pick playbooks up for 400 as well. So if you are looking just if you are looking to just primarily get your collector level up, which I'm not really focused on, to be honest. I'm just buying these heat check cards as investments. We are getting ever so close to this Eddie Jones, which is pretty damn cool, not going to lie. And of course, then after that, we could start picking up, like you said, the uniforms and everything else to get our collector level up. But for now, I'm happy with where we are. But yeah, if you are looking to get your collector level up, definitely do not buy current players, do not buy heat check players. Well, actually buy buy current day players, but only buy the sapphires, emeralds, and the golds and bronzes, because of course you can get them for nice and cheap. Silvers are expensive, rubies are a little bit expensive, and of course amethysts are very expensive. But if you're buying every card here for like 500 MT, and the same goes for all this stuff, you can rake up a lot of cards in your club, and you can fly through these collector level awards. So at some point this year, hopefully we will get up to 1500 and get this diamond Anton Jameson, who go, of course, Evo's up to a pink diamond. That would be really nice. Maybe we'll push towards this. This is pretty irrelevant, because I think if you've got 2,000 cards in your club, 100k ain't really going to make much of a difference to you, but 300 tokens, that would definitely make a difference. So maybe some point in the year we'll be able to push towards that. But for now, 908 cards including a lot of heat check cards that we can sell for a big profit, or hopefully we'll be able to sell for a big profit. Oh, there we go. Look at this. We're getting outbid on everyone. I don't know if it's people seeing my video yesterday and everyone is suddenly jumping on the hype of these heat check cards. But yeah, I'm not winning many of them. Of course, there's only going to be a certain amount that I'm going to be able to pick up for that price. Obviously, a lot of them will be a lot more expensive than that. But yeah, I'll keep bidding on them, keep winning the odd one here or there, and then after that, maybe we'll start buying some jerseys and just filling up the collector level, because if you buy a jersey for 400, chances are at no point in the year is it going to go much cheaper than that. It might go down to 350, but even still, you're not going to be losing too much MT. Right, moving on to EVOs for today. So Joe Smith, really getting there now. 650 rebounds out of the 900 are done. I haven't actually looked at his price in a couple of days, so let's still hope that he is selling for over 100k. I'll be pretty sad if he isn't. There's none up on the market. Nope, I've got the wrong search filter, that's why. There we go. Put that on diamond. Let's have a look. They're up for buy nows. Okay, so we really need to get him done soon and get him sold, because that's been up for nearly 3 hours for 100k and hasn't sold. So I really want to get 100k for him. And of course that means we're going to have to jump into domination, play about 12 games, scoring 100 points per game. That's quite long. And of course that's going to take us pretty much to the end of all-time domination. And I don't really want to do that just yet. I was thinking about this the other day. So the monthly challenges, of course, have another 12 days on them. But I kind of want to wait until it refreshes to actually finish off domination completely. Because if a monthly challenge comes up and it says, like, win 10 games of domination, I don't want to be doing that having already completed domination. Like, that'd be so pointless. So I want to make sure I actually have something to play for if the challenge comes about. But I don't know, maybe we'll breeze through it before that. But yeah, if we play those 12 games, that will of course get us through the Central Division, the Southwest Division, and then it'll bring on to the last 3 games as well. Well, it'd leave us 1 game left, so yeah, or maybe not, but I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we'll jump into some rookie domination to really pad his stats out. And then moving down here, Vinnie Johnson needs 17 points, which we are of course going to get today. And that's going to be him evoed up. He'll get that 101 moving mid-range shot, which is ridiculous. He'll get the 106 hustle, the 107 intangibles. It's ridiculous stats. But yeah, and then hopefully we should be able to sell him for a bit of a profit. Let's take a look at what we're doing. Vinnie Johnson. I haven't looked at his price, similarly to Joe Smith, for a couple of days. So hopefully his price hasn't crashed too much. Oh, but it has. 30k is all we're going to get for him. That is remarkably disappointing. But anyway, moving on, we've got this Cuttino Mobley, and the reason I've got this guy is because of this limited time event today. So as you guys saw, there's a 2-hour slot coming up. I'm going to be playing those 2 hours, like I said, hopefully getting through about 20 games of Triple Threat offline. Now, Joe Smith, I'll probably use for about 5 of them, just because he needs 17 more games played on him, and I obviously don't want to go over that. I want to make sure he just gets his final stats on that 60th game, so I don't want to use any more contracts on him than I have to. So yeah, we use him for about 5 games. Obviously, Vinnie Johnson, we're going to be done after 1 game, and then I don't really have anyone else that I want to evo. I've got no one else to evo that I can make profit on, but adding in this Cuttino Mobley, I think, is going to be a really good idea. So he just needs 800 points, but of course, if we're playing 20 games, and he scores 20 points each game, he's getting 400 points, so he'll be halfway done from a 2-hour session. Of course, he'll get 20 games out of those 40 games, and hopefully along the way he'll hit some 3-pointers. And of course, he does get some really nice Hall of Fame badges. He gets Hall of Fame range extender, which is fantastic. And then the reason I picked him up, I bought him for 4,000 MT, and there you go, he sells for 30k. So you can make about 25k profit on this card for stats that really don't take too long to get through, to be honest. If you compare him to the Vinnie Johnson needs 100 more points and 10 more games. But of course, with Cuttino Mobley, you do need to hit some 3-pointers. With Vinnie, it was just points, but you do need to hit the 3s with this card. So let us go ahead and, what's this? Oh, Cuttino Mobley. Oh, actually, another thing to talk about today is the login reward for today was this Evo Channing Frye. So he has joined this club. Of course, he was on the Triple Threat Online boards on the first week of the game. And that is the only time we've ever seen a card on the Triple Threat Online boards, which is kind of mad. But yeah, if you log in today, you're going to be able to pick this card up. So he is coming in, of course, for me as a base emerald. Now, if you had already had this card in your club, you will get whatever version you currently have again. So if you have him already way up an Amethyst, your login reward today will be another Amethyst Channing Frye. But of course, you're just going to have to quick sell him anyway, and I'm not sure on the amount that you will be able to quick sell him for, but if you just have the Emerald on there, probably not going to be able to sell him for too much. But anyway, 7 foot, his first Evo, he's just scored 10 points in a single game. He comes with 6 gold badges as standard. Steady shooter is one of them, so that's really disappointing. And in terms of his stats, got the 84 on the 3-pointer, 82 mid-range. Nothing else really, like really bad speed, really bad rebounding, really bad defense, and then yeah, pretty bad at driving as well. So at this point in the game, I don't think it's going to be beneficial to us to actually spend any time evoing him up. Level 2 gets him at a ruby. He does get quite a lot more badges. His strength gets a nice boost. His interior D goes up to 78, which still isn't great, but it still is better than nothing. Mid-range to a 92 and 3-pointer to an 89, so not too bad. And then at an Amethyst level, he gets a Hall of Fame badge, Hall of Fame catch and shoot. His block goes up by 31. Interior defense goes up to an 84. Rebounding finally gets a bit of a boost as well. So at the Amethyst level, he is really nice, but at this point in the game, I don't think so. If we got him day 1 or week 1, I definitely think we would have gone for it, but for now, it is not going to be worth it. So let's knock this challenge out while we play this game with Vinnie Johnson. So we need to put 2 Nets players in with him. So let's go ahead and put those into the squad. And of course, if you guys didn't know, the Vinnie Johnson, of course, was a base emerald. So his matchup will actually be an emerald card, which is really, really nice. Of course, I'll just put in 2 random cards. Doesn't matter who they're going to be because it will be matched up against golds. And there we go. So we're going to be playing against 3 gold cards. But we, of course, do have a ruby card, which is going to do all of the scoring for us. Oh, actually, he only needs 17 points, doesn't he? I probably should have put Joe Smith in here as well. But oh well, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. On to some comments from yesterday as we load into this game. I've got one from Johnny Massa says, so I'm with you with the heat checks. I know they will hold their value and possibly triple down the road. It's a real long game, and it is. It is a real long game. But like I said, from my memory from last year, when we got to those last, or like after Christmas, because of course, loads of people do get the game new at Christmas, and nobody's really ripping the heat check packs. They kind of go under the radar, really. So yeah, no one's really ripping them, and the players do go extinct. And of course, if they go extinct, you can sell it for pretty much however much you want. Whatever price you want to put on it is whatever price you're going to get for it. So yeah, that is something that I'm really happy that I've actually done, and we've got quite a good base of a lot of the cards. Let's try and get them to take a quick shot. Like I want to get through this game as quickly as possible, and they took so long on all offenses. Vinnie Johnson for the moving 3. He's not going to hit that, but we do have Henry Ellenson, or no, it's not, it's Zanan Musa, I think that's his name. Let's go for the little cheese thing. The player backs off, and a green knight in the corner from Vinnie. Very nice indeed. So yeah, heat checks, absolutely loving it at the moment, but as we saw, I'm getting outbid on pretty much all of them at the moment, so I think getting many more is going to be a bit of a struggle for us. But yeah, like I said, I will keep trying. Darius Garland has just got 2 offensive rebounds. Like, goddamn, how has he managed to do that then? I do not know. Next up in the comment section, we got one from XX Tasty. I don't suppose that is your birth name, but we're going to call you by it today. And he says, you need to start using Michael Red because they gave him gold quick draw. Now, he was, of course, one of the players that got buffed in the patch last week. It wasn't a patch, but like an update last week. A lot of the reward cards did, a lot of the opals. I did talk about those in my video. I don't know what episode it would have been, but a video last week, I would have spoken about it. And so yeah, they got an upgrade, and yeah, a couple of Amethysts did, and Michael Red was one of them. And I've seen a couple of gameplays of him with this new gold quick draw, and he does look fantastic. Of course, his stats as a standard were already great, but it was his release. It was a little bit of a problem, but now they've fixed that. I think we definitely might have to start adding him into our squad and getting a bit of gameplay with him. Next up in the comments is another Amethyst shooting guard to talk about, and it is one from Camden it is one from Camden Mitchell. There we go. Sorry, Camden. And he says, buy Jeff Petrie, or Petrie, however you say his name. And yeah, he is definitely a card that is on my radar. He's nice and cheap. He's only about 10k MT, I believe, for Jeff Petrie. I did talk about him when the new Legacy packs came out. I did go through his stats, and I did say it looked like a really good card. And it still does. And he does play the shooting guard or the point guard position. So he's got some good versatility in that regard. Do I want to have MT locked in players at the moment? Not really. But do I want to try out new cards? Definitely. So I will be picking him up. Obviously, at the moment, I am just focusing on Evo cards, getting as much MT as we can, getting as many heat check players as I can. So we've got a lot going on in the club at the moment. Obviously, tonight, I'm just going to be focusing on Triple Threat offline. And then, of course, in the next couple of days, do some more dominations, try and get that Joe Smith done before his price crashes even more. I knew we wouldn't get too much more than 100k for him, but I'm hoping he doesn't come down much further than that, because I can definitely see him going down to around the 80-90k mark, but hopefully I can get mine sold before that happens. And there we go. Vinnie Johnson finishes the game with a layup. So nice and easy. Hopefully we get the vault to open in the last, what is it, like 15 games. I've had it open twice, and both times it was 1 token. So I'm not complaining too much. Like, I'm more than happy to get tokens from this. Of course, we're going to be getting loads of bonus ones tonight, but I wouldn't mind something a little bit different. I wouldn't mind a pack here or there. But yeah, it definitely seems like the vault has changed dramatically since they put these new rewards in. We did get the Diamond Consumables pack, and that was in like the first game of the new vault being there. And there we go, my team goal achieved, so that's a little bit of extra MT for that game, which is of course fantastic. And let's see if we can get the vault to open for us today. Probably not, but you never know, and no, it's not going to open. So hopefully in these 20 games that I'm going to be playing, so it's going to put us at 256 wins. Maybe if the time is there, I'll be able to push on to 260, get 24 wins, but that'd be 12 an hour, so I think that might be pushing it just a little bit. It depends how quickly I can get through it, but we're going to have that Cuttino Mobley, and he is going to be leading our charge in pretty much every game. Like I said, I'll use this Joe Smith for a couple of them, but we'll use Cuttino Mobley for the scoring. And down here, we've got Vinnie Johnson ready to evolve, so let's get him done. Up to the Amethyst level, and of course we need EVOS for our monthly goal, so it does help in that regard as well. So now we can go ahead and sell him. Where is he going to be? I don't even know. Yes, he is the lights out player. No, he's not. He was one of these sets, wasn't he? Yes, he was. He was the Isaiah set, and there we go. He's out of contract, so that's worked out absolutely perfectly. And then we'll go to our auctions, and then we'll just take a look at his 99 mid-range shot. That is just ridiculous. He should have another 99. Yep, 99 hustle as well. 99 shot IQ. It's such a confusing card. And I've also got all these heat check players that we've got as duplicates as well, because obviously I've just been bidding them. I haven't really been focusing on who I've got or who I haven't got. So yeah, we'll be able to make quite a bit of MT off of those guys as well. So I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Quite a lot going on, and hopefully tomorrow we'll be well on our way to evoing this Cuttino Mobley. And of course, he is a great card, I know that. And yeah, we'll be making a bit of profit on him. So as usual, guys, please like, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Peace.